once was, is lost. For none now live who remember it. It began with the forging of the Great Conspiracy. The Kingdom of Sturgia, home to the sailors and fishermen of the Great Frozen North. Vlandia, the land of the vassal knights, nobles, and ancient blood feuds. And finally, the Aserai, the kingdom of desert lords, wealthy in trade and extortion. For all would have to be defeated if the empire would be united under the banner of my grandfather, the Emperor King. As the Great Conspiracy had been formed, the signs of decline were visible across Calradia. The Crusade had fallen. Loyal subjects from the Kingdom of Grig began reporting suspicious activities. War would be waged against each kingdom one at a time. The hope was to defeat each party individually before the conspiracy had time to act. It was during this time that I remember grandfather telling me about the many unsuitable suitors sent to marry his daughter, the Princess Abigail. What kind of man would allow his son to dress such a way seeking the hand of my daughter? It was rumored that many young suitors found a much faster way to the bottom of the tower than to the top. At the conclusion of the campaign against Sturgia would be the coming of age of my father and the king's son, Jack. The campaign against Vlandia would involve years of prolonged siege warfare. To the surprise of all, young Jack would be offered the hand of my mother Nadia. The rise of the Greek kingdom in stark contrast to the fall of the Vlandian. The campaign against the Aserai would culminate in two major battles. The first was the siege of Dornastica, led by the villain king of the Aserai. During the siege, Queen Nadia would give birth to Mighty II, guaranteeing the line of the Grig. The second was the assault against the Aserai seat at Razi. This would finally bring about the end of the Western Empire and the finale to the long and brutal war.
The defeat of what came to be known as the Great Barbarian Conspiracy pulled the Calradian Empire back from the brink. The time of troubles, triggered by the death of the Emperor, came to an end. The exhausted Imperial factions made peace with each other, while the peoples of the Outer Kingdoms pledged their fealty to the banner of the Double Eagle. Few doubted that the Empire, having come so close to death, would need to change. That the laws that protect property must be strengthened so that the great families of the Empire would better defend it. For some, this new Calradian peace was a time to build. For others, it was a time to trade, and to hope the peoples of Outer Kingdoms would prosper alongside the Empire. Others cautioned that the Empire must remain on its guard, for the ancient jealousies, though put aside for now, would surely surface again. But for now, Calradians rejoiced that their children might enjoy a respite from endless war. And they praised the champion who conquered the barbarians and quelled the usurpers. Who claimed heaven's mandate to reunite the Empire by recovering the ancient dragon banner of Cal Radios. And the citizens of the remade Empire would long remember the one who ended the anarchy and delivered peace.
The king's dream of a united empire under an emperor had come to pass. The companions and relatives of King Mighty were rewarded with governorships of provinces that matched their cultures. His goals completed and confident in the future of his line. It is said that the king left one day with a small band of his most loyal troops. There, he made a journey to a mysterious mountain retreat, never to be seen again.